Mr. PVO, KGQ, the Wrap-Up TV. We're going to talk about the game today. They played the Milwaukee Bucks. We lost by 7. I think the score was 115 to 108, if I'm not mistaken. Another L. Are you surprised?
Yeah. Well, no. They came out with the effort. I mean, the Bucks are obviously the better team. We need to get back to that state to where they're at. You know, they're not like, you know, running away with it like they were in the past couple of years, but they're still a nice team. They're still nice defensively, and obviously they got the back-to-back MVP.
Giannis.
Giannis. He's a board machine, bro. Boarding machine.
Bro, he had 18 rebounds today.
Yeah, big guy, man. His arms are, you know, but they're getting in the way of his free throws, though.
Bro, I don't know, man. He needs to get in the gym, bro. Like, I don't know who his shooting coach is, but you get that guy in the gym. Stop him at the 3-point line. Go hit your free throws, because your free throws are terrible.
Yeah, man. It's ass, bro. It's like, I think it was like 50% today, or maybe just a little bit over that.
Yep. All right, we had a big game from our dog, Norman Powell. We had a really good Norman. So, like, sometimes, you know, with Norman, hopefully this is going to help his confidence so that he starts trending back up, you know?
It's always been the same with him, man. If he knows what minutes he's playing, he goes off. There's no looking back, looking over his shoulder. Am I coming off? Am I getting taken out by Stanley Johnson or any of this shit? Bro, the man knew he was going to play, so he balled out. Like, his shot is definitely coming back to him. You know, there's a couple of them where like even like someone went under on a pick and he just shot it, and usually those shots don't bang. He's usually like the catch and shoot guy, but he was like, he was hitting them today, and I'm like, all right, Norm, you know what's up. But same thing again, man. He ran it like they all ran out of gas at the end. Like the runs, like it's basketball's a game of runs. Everyone always talks about this, but it seems like we're always on the we need to catch them run. Like this game again, like they blew it up to 8, 9, 10. We came back a bunch of times, but
man.
Like it's that like when Kalo was going off, that should have been us going on a run to go up, not to try to catch them again. Like, yeah, there was one specific run I think to close the second, probably was one that we could add because like Norm was at the line. He could have pushed it to a 5-point game, missed a free throw. You get a stop. It's a 2-for-1. Freddie misses that too. Then we get a stop on them, but then Middleton hits that 3, and now it's 9 points going into like, that could have been what? If let's say we got the 2-for-1 and got that Fred's 3, it's a whole different game. But then what are we going to do, man? That's Raptors basketball, man. Closing quarters are not our strong suit.
Like, we need a closer. Messiah, let me look up. We need a closer, bro. Like, who's going to close for us, man? It's driving me crazy. Like, the fourth quarter, we just get blown out. No one can do anything. They can't score. Like, it's terrible, man. But you know what? We're also going to shout out Larry, you know, that hit
10,000.
That 10K. I should wear my Larry shirt today, but I forgot it. So shout out to Larry, man. Personally, I think, who do you think's jersey should be the first one to be retired from Toronto?
It's definitely got to be Kalo. 100%. Yeah, like who to retire? It has to be Kalo. I don't think they would even do Kawhi's now because now it's like it's also like a literal, like you can see it's only 2 years later and we're not starting out as strong already. So that's going to be a definite narrative. Obviously I got to put up my boy, DeMar DeRozan. He's going up there too. Yeah. he might pull one of those. I'll sign at the end of his career so he can retire as a Raptor.
That'd be nice, man.
But yeah, first guy's going up there is Kalo.
Well, congrats to him, man. 10K points. It ain't easy to do, man. It ain't easy to do, but I'm happy to get the Raptors jersey.
Would have been nice if we got W for him, so he could keep the ball and
no OG today. How do you think they played without OG?
It was kind of odd that they brought Paul Watson off the bench first. That was kind of weird. But then Stanley played bare minutes in the second. Like he came in probably with like 3 minutes left in the third, and I swear he never came off. Like he played bare minutes at the end. I don't know. Like Stanley kind of guarded Giannis, but he wasn't really on him one-on-one. But he guarded him pretty well. Like the possessions that he got caught on him. Yeah, man. Like so. But yeah, like OG definitely our strongest defender. But I don't know, like if we play him in this system, if he's actually still the primary defender on him. Because Middleton goes off too, right? So you might need OG to chase Middleton around. Yeah. And then I don't know.
What did you think about that the Stanley Johnson three? You know, he hit the first one and then he took the second one when I think we were down 3. I think it was a 3. I think we were down.
No, I think it was a 6. It's probably, I think 6 though.
Yeah. So yeah, we were down by 6 to cut the lead to 3, and he missed it. You think that was a good shot, or what do you think?
It's not the best of shot, but we're already low on time. It's like we're under 60 seconds, under 50 seconds already. So we needed something. And I mean, obviously he's not the best, but he was pretty open. Like the guy who was contesting was at least like 3-4 steps away and had to run at him. So it's not the worst shot, but I mean, I feel like I don't want to talk about it again, but the free throws are just killing me, man. I swear I think we committed 1 foul in the 4th.
Right.
I mean, they did. Sorry. We committed lots, bro. They shot like 16 free throws in the 4th.
How does that make
sense? I don't know, man. I feel like they were going into the paint a lot more than us today. Like we had a lot of jump shots. So yeah, it makes sense. But like free throws 26-12. We only took 12 free throws the whole game. And we were in bonus in one of the quarters.
Crazy. So, believe that? Crazy. They did a good job locking up Siakam today. He was, I don't want to say he was a non-factor, but he didn't do the damage he usually does.
Yeah, not so spicy. You know, that was a mild.
Yeah.
mild pee.
I don't want to say you want that spicy pea pause, but you know,
yeah.
you need that sauce. That's that Nando's spicy pea sauce. Like that's a sauce.
Yeah.
I don't
Nah, today he had the honey garlic, bro.
Oh my goodness. Salt and pepper, bro.
Yeah. But you know, he's still the man. He made some good moves, obviously today. You know, I seen him like he shook off Giannis one play. He gave the Chris Middleton the spinorama, the Beyblade. Yeah. But who knows? Like maybe he actually, you know, he's still coming off that injury or whatever kept him out for the other 2 games. Yeah, we don't know, right? It's load management, it's whatever. But yeah, like I feel like the strength of schedule coming up right now. This is the time. There was that. This is the time, man. Like, okay, the back-to-back versus Miami and the back versus Indiana, we should have copped all those games, especially with the weakness of everyone's lineups. But whatever, Indiana's a good defensive team. Shout out Nick Bjorkman, whatever. But strength of schedule now, like Sacramento, Orlando, Brooklyn, then Atlanta, Memphis, Washington. Out of the 7 games, there's only 2.
At least 5, minimum 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then we're above 500 again anyway. So this is a good stretch. Like Orlando was playing good out of the gate. I don't know. I think we should take both games out of that. Like we don't have someone. If Aaron Baines, you know, fucking bodies Vucevic, like yo, put Ryan on. Call Ryan right now and talk shit about Aaron Baines, bro. Yo, there's no way, man. The pick and roll with Fred VanVleet, it's getting there, man. It's getting there. We're 16 games in, and it's getting there, man. Or you know, like it's not the worst.
The Aaron Baines pick and rolls for him to pick and pop and shoot a 3. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, they were giving it to him, but if I think wide open is still the best shot over anything. Like whatever he may be the 5th option.
Guy though, man. Some guys shouldn't be shooting that shit. Like some guys, like yo, like. I know you can't shoot. Why are you trying to shoot? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but so let's say in the same scenarios, all of his, he pops out and then his defender doesn't follow him. So Brook Lopez was not going out to him on the 3-pointer. What is he gonna do really? He gets the ball to the 3-pointer, he's open. If he dribbles inside and does like another handoff, we're wasting like 3 to 5 seconds off the clock again. Like you gotta take the shots. He's gonna kill us if he doesn't start to take. Like let's say he takes them in what he took 7 or 8 threes today. He makes 3 of them. 2 of them even. It's still a different game, right?
One. I just want to make one, bro.
He made one.
I know, but still, like you're taking those many shots and you're only hitting one of them. At least get in the gym and practice. Like a lot of the pick and roll has died for a lot of guys. Like look at DeAndre Jordan. If Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan do a pick and roll, you think DeAndre Jordan's gonna go to the 3-point line? No.
He's
gonna go to the rim.
Yeah.
He needs to start going back to the rim. He had a good putback today. I was happy when I see him. Like, oh wow, this guy can still go.
He had a nice lefty too. VanVleet bounced it into the paint and got the hand, bam, lefty.
What do you think of the defense today, man?
Defense was okay. We held them to what, 43%, 42%. Like that's what we're talking about, right? Got to get every team under 50, and like especially them. Like they missed a couple of threes where it was like, fuck, if those went in, it would have been a whole different game. But yeah, like the defense was all right. The wall was working on Giannis again. You know, like he didn't really explode. I feel like he left a bunch at the free throw line, so it looked like he wasn't driving to get fouled.
Oh man, it was good, man. It was good. What do you give the Raptors today out of 10?
Effort was there. I'll say like a 7. It's like
without a W, you give them a 7?
Yeah, because this one at least, like, yo, you're playing a top tier team. Like everyone talks about the Bucks, the Bucks, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Nets. They're always the contention team. So like, this is what we have to be. This is our comparative, right? And we played them hard. But like shit didn't go for us. Like they went on a 21-7 run at the sometime in the second, or to close the second, and that was the game basically, because there's only so much uphill you could go. Yeah. And I feel like aside of, I don't know, Freddie was kind of ass today, 3 for 17, but he'd been giving it to us every single other game, so it's got to be bad nights, and he ain't gonna shoot that bad. We got a back-to-back against them. I know they were talking about on the broadcast. It's coming up at Milwaukee, 2 games spread out over 3 days. Like I feel like we gonna, something's gonna be up.
Business. By then we'll be rolling the ball.
Yeah.
Nurse will have the offense greased up.
Yeah, but these are good challenges, man. These are good challenges.
Hey, you know what? With the Raptors, I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Today was good basketball. They made some mental mistakes here and there. I like to see the bench guys coming in doing what they have to do. Shout out Stanley Johnson again. I'm gonna keep saying his name because I'm actually really happy with how he's playing, and I'm happy because I believed in him when he was at Detroit. He was balling, right? So happy because he got another chance to do what he has to do. But
yeah, he's our highest fucking lottery pick. He's the 8th pick in whatever draft, 2016, 50, whatever.
A lot of people, they don't rate the Raptors, but look at what we produced. Like look at the guys that we have, and look at what we're putting out there.
Yeah.
So imagine a big name guy that, come on, no one's talking to us, especially with our work ethic. But yeah, man. Hey, you know what? I think 500 is attainable. At the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I was very skeptical. I'm like, oh, the Raptors aren't doing it. Like this is crazy. Like these guys aren't making playoffs. You know what I mean? But now watching these guys play, and everyone's kind of heating up. Everybody's learning the roles. I'm excited. I'm happy again. I'll just say that.
Like, slowly but surely, man. It's never gonna be perfect, especially installing like so many new dudes. We never knew the rotation. Like before every year, everyone knew their spot. Basically, they already knew where they were gonna play, what was gonna happen, who's the next man up. Like we didn't even know who the next man up is. Like after Norm, who's the next man up if Norm gets injured right now? Like we don't know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We're gonna get there, man. It's not. I'm still talking about Washington making the playoffs, or at least being in the play-in tournament, because the same for them, man. You cannot have these 2 dudes and be that ass. They just need to learn to integrate that shit. Oh, their defense is ass, but like, you know what I mean? Like those 2 guys could probably win you 20 games out of these 72, just based on how skillful they are. So our team defense and our shit like that is gonna win it for us too. Like one thing, we didn't even score a single fast break point today. You already know what kind of team we are. We're stealing the ball, we're running up, we're shooting threes. We stole the ball today, but I feel the transition defense, obviously for the Bucks, that's what they are concentrated on, because they know our MO. That's our MO, and they shut it down, bro. Zero fast break points. So
Budenhauser, I think that's his name. Budenhauser.
Yeah.
Good coach, man. He's a good coach. He did well.
Yeah.
Who do you not want to see in the first round? Let me ask you that.
A lot of those teams, man.
Who would you want to see in the first round of the playoffs? Let me ask you that.
Okay. I'm super optimistic that we could still catch a top 4 seed, though. So judging like that, I want to see the 5th seed, who's probably going to be like Indiana. Maybe Miami's even lower than us too, right? And like, they haven't had Jimmy Butler for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever. So that's like obviously hindering them down. But people might not place where we think they're going to place at the end of the year, especially with what's going on. So I probably want to play someone like Indiana. You know, like I don't want to see the Bucks, the Nets, the Sixers, Celtics, any of those, man. Like, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to see Boston at all, man. I'm tired of Boston, man. The city of Toronto, we're tired of Boston. I'm tired of it.
But I also want to get them back. We were so close, man. So close. Just a bunch of
chance. Because I guys, I don't want to say I don't trust them, but they really, really, really upset me. Like I lose, like, you know, my hair goes gray. I got a couple gray.
Yeah, man. And they bust our asses this year too. So
it's crazy, man. But hopefully we can elevate and we can take the next step as a team, man. Because I think the Raptors, I think the core is pretty much the same, and they're a solid group of guys like OG, Siakam, Kyle Lowry. Like I know that they're friends, man. Like I can see it. I watched something they did last year on Slam or something, and they were just like pointing at people, and like the chemistry was
they're all laughing and shit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yo, I watched that and I almost cried because Ibaka was gone. Like I'm like, Ibaka, why did you have to leave? I'm like, the Raptors, why didn't you give Kawhi whatever he wanted? We would have been okay, man. We would have been.
No, brother, man, I swear to you, he probably offered Masai the same shit. That time where he flew in and everyone was watching him, where his plane landed and shit, yep. Uncle Dennis pulled up and said, yo, we're going to live in San Diego and meet you at every away game. Like, that's probably the same bullshit they said. Like, so it is what it is, man. Like, after winning a championship, I obviously thought there was a chance, and even then the media started to spin it, right? The longer it had held out, it was like, holy shit, there's actually a chance. Because if he wanted to go home, he could have announced it on July 1st or when, you know?
Exactly. He played it for a fool. That's what I say. But hey, it is what it is, man. So you give the Raptors a 7. What do they need to get to a 10? At least a W, minimum.
Yeah, a W, and just like one of those Raptor-esque games from last year, like the resilient Raptor-esque games. Like people forget, like we finished second in the Eastern Conference last year, and we had the second most injury man games in the whole NBA, and it was only because Golden State had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson out. If they didn't have those dudes out, we would have like soared past injury man, next man up every single time, and we need those games. Like I feel like we have our whole roster and we can't even bolster it that, like one game of complete Raptors basketball. Like, what do you think about the ball movement today? You see the ball movement like today versus, let's say, the second half against Indiana.
The ball was moving.
Night and day. They had those swing, and then the corner is wide open. Yo, I love those shots, man. I'm in the crowd. I'm standing. I'm showing the 3-point sign to everyone behind me already when these plays, because I already know that's a splash for Norm. You know that's a splash for Freddie. But some reason we're not hitting those. Like they're getting there. Yeah.
All right, Randle. I'm about to get out of here, man. It's always nice talking to you as usual.
Oh, you already know. Wrap up talk.
Make sure you wash your hands and you wear your mask, because we're trying to deal with this COVID stuff, man. The cases went down today, so that's a good thing. Hopefully everything opens up so we can go back to Jurassic Park and do what we do, bro. I appreciate you, man. Stay positive, brother.
You already know. KG. My God.